at the Tantra Life and WGC. Welcome to our channel and thank you for joining us today. We're going to do a set from Kundalini Yoga for releasing fear and anger. Right now there's a lot of that happening in the world and we might be feeling some of the effects. We're all connected and anything that's happening to one is happening to all. And so if you're a very sensitive person, you might really be absorbing some of these feelings of anger towards some things happening in the world right now. You might be experiencing some fear. And these are really, really normal and really, really human. But when we're triggered this way, we can sometimes make decisions that aren't good. And furthermore, the long-term effects are that these emotions can get trapped in our bodies and create disease and create long-term problems when we don't acknowledge them and release them. So I recommend if you're feeling any of this overwhelming emotion, you do these practices every day for the next 21 days. Give it a shot and I promise you will see some incredible shifts. This set is going to consist of a really nice warm-up. Then we're going to do the Kriya, which is a pretty advanced Kriya, so you might find it physically challenging. And if you want a bit of a workout today, this will be a good one for you. And then we'll end it with a really soothing meditation. As in every Kundalini Yoga set, we always begin with our mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which means I bow to the inner wisdom and the infinite wisdom within me and all around me to guide me. So please come rubbing your hands together and bringing them in prayer pose to the heart center, with the thumbs pressed in firmly at the sternum. The spine is straight, the shoulders are relaxed, pulled down and back so that the heart can be opened. The eyes are closed and focused at the third eye point, and the tongue is on the upper palate, making its presence there and connecting the circuitry of your energy. I'm going to take a nice, deep, smooth inhale through the nose, bringing in fresh air into our bodies and expanding through the belly, into the chest, and exhale. And slowly and gently relax as you exhale. Inhale again, slowly and deeply, sipping in the air through your nose, filling the belly, the lower and upper chest, and as much of the lungs as you can, holding and expanding your intercostal muscle. And as you exhale, completely relax. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. suspending the breath and filling the belly, expanding your intercostal muscles in all directions, filling your chest and belly and self with air, sipping in just a bit more, and exhale, bringing your hands to your knees and noticing any shift as you create a sacred space for your practice. So when we talk about anger and fear, the parts of the body that really are most affected are the liver and the kidneys. They can become very weakened by these emotions. So in the first part of the Kriya, we're going to work on really detoxing these parts of the body, releasing the anger, releasing the fear, and then the rest of the Kriya will be really building up our new strength. That strength through our love, that strength through our consciousness, growing our heart space and building ourselves back from that release with a new programming. So we'll start by standing. And we're going to do a standing cat-cow. And what you want to do is stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. You're going to gently bend forward, resting your hands on your knees. Your butt is kind of out. And letting your head sort of and shoulders kind of relax. And it's going to look like this. You're going to curl up, tucking in the chin on the exhale. And on the inhale, you're going to arch your back and raise the chin to the sky, sinking in. So let's get started. Inhale, exhale. And just find a nice flow that works for you. We're opening up the spine. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling cat. Cow, rather. Exhaling cat. And this Kriya might seem kind of long. It's important that everything is timed. So you may see me looking at my phone a bit to keep the timing. And in the most challenging moments, you might feel that this is a very long set or that each exercise is quite long, but actually I'm shortening it for this class. So if you really want to go full on with it, you can comment below and I'll send you the full set. Thirty more seconds. And if you can, speeding up a little bit without hurting yourself to really make the most of these last 15 seconds. That's wonderful. So please remain standing. Feet hip width apart. And we're just going to do some very big torso circles. So you can start on whatever side you like and just move your body in a nice, big, juicy circle, letting yourself open up from the hips, opening up your chest, inhaling back and exhaling down. Really trying to make your breath nice and rhythmic with your movements. It's a big part of Kundalini yoga, is matching our breath to our movement. And that really helps us out in the real world in moments of stress to get connected to our breath and move in a different way. Not a reactive way, an intuitive way. And switching sides. Exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, and inhaling up. You're doing great. And it's normal to feel a bit dizzy or nauseous as we remove toxins from the liver. So if any of that is coming up for you, be gentle with yourself. Connect to your breath. Don't push and don't fall down. Just get into a comfortable position and take a rest if you need one. And coming to standing and just noticing how you're feeling. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. Okay, and please come to sitting. And I want you to bring your elbows as though you're holding a steering wheel. Sort of out and here. And we're going to inhale left and twist at our full capacity and exhale right. And so that's my left, so that might be your right, but it is left to right. So please inhale left, exhale right. And it's important that your head and neck follow. Eyes are closed. Really gently bringing anything up, any feelings stored in your body, and letting them be released through this breath and this movement. Coming back to center and relaxing the hands. Feeling any shifts. Now please come with your arms in a V shape, like a 60-degree angle. Hands are open. And we're going to start rapidly tapping the fingers to the pads of the palms, open and closing them with the eyes closed, breathing gently and normally, slowly and deeply. And this might start getting rough. Just stay with it. And don't give up. You can slow down. You can stop, but don't give up. Keep those arms up. Keep tapping. This meridian of the body is where we store a lot of tension. The wrists have a lot of emotional memory. And so we're triggering this and we're letting it go. We're letting it fly out of us. We're healing it. And just connect to your breath, breathing more deeply when it feels harder. Letting these memories go. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep up. We're releasing this together. Less than 1 minute. Keep going. Feel it getting easier. Know it's getting easier. The worst is over. Free yourself. Free yourself of this anger. Free yourself of the fear. It's not a part of you. Let it go. Let the ether take it. Let Mother Earth take it. Let nature take it from you and transmute it into other energy. We don't need it. Let it go. Keep going. Beautiful. Rest your hands on your knees now, please. And just feel the shift. Connect with your freedom. Let your higher self come forward and move you through this practice, amplifying and integrating all of the wonderful effects. And thank yourself for bringing yourself here. Okay. And I want you to now think of your fears. I want you to make them conscious, whether they're an actual scenario, an actual outcome, an actual problem, or just a feeling that's living inside of you of anxiety or depression. Just let it come forward and acknowledge it and be present with you now. Please bring your thumbs inside of your fists. And I want you to inhale through the nose, bringing the arms out. And exhale, bringing them in. So it's going to look like this. And I want you to just hold those fears and push them out as we do this, okay? Here we go. Allowing the earth to take them. Allowing the universe to take them. This is focusing on a different part of our body, our shoulders, backs of our necks, where we hold a lot of tension, pulling it out. Free yourself. Keep going. Let your heart free you. Let your breath free you. Move past the discomfort into your freedom. Less than 1 minute. Inhale and exhale, relax. Feel the shift. Sense yourself shifting and growing. We're going to release some more of that anger from our wrists. Very gently bring your hands in front of you, thumbs are inside. And we're just going to rotate our wrists. Letting it go, loosening it up. Long, deep, soothing breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. You can twist in the other direction. Thirty more seconds. and relax. Okay, now we're going to come into our Kundalini crow, which is different than other crows in traditional hatha and other practices. Our crow looks like this, where we touch our heels together, knees are bent and wide, fingertips are to the floor. In this position, we're going to change the hand movement slightly, and we're going to bring the arms with the fists by the neck, sort of like that point on either side. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. So it's more like a squat. Now we're moving the energy up, the energy we released, the energy that's been stored. We're moving it into our heart center. We're moving it up further into our third eye. So just bring that energy up through you and let it go. Any remaining things you don't need, let them go in the exhale. You're doing great. Feel the energy expanding through you. Feel it moving up your spine. Feel that Kundalini rising. It's a beautiful experience. Last time, inhale up. And exhale, come down into seated position. Their legs crossed. And feel the shifts again. Let yourself be in your sacred space. So now we're going to do Sitali pranayama, which is a wonderful breath. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's really good for soothing any tension. It's something you can do if you're feeling angry. And it's actually a really cooling breath as well. So what we do, we suck in the air through a curled tongue. Like when we were little kids. Some people can't do this, actually. But if you can't, it's okay if you just stick your tongue out a little bit and breathe over the top of it. But we're going to suck the air in like a straw through a curled tongue. Slowly and gently. And we're going to exhale through the nose. This is a great breath to do. Please begin. This is a great breath to do if you're feeling overheated. It's a cooling breath. It's a great breath to do if you're in a bad mood or angry, to just cool down. That's wonderful. Now please bring your arms over your head gently and just start swaying and dancing, moving gently. If there's some music you'd like to play, you can put some on. And just really feel your fingers tracing your beautiful aura that you have over your head, this wonderful crown of golden light that's protecting you. Feel yourself as really one with everything. Grounding yourself like a tree into the earth and just swaying in the cosmos. And feel yourself doing this with the entire universe. And that peace and harmony is a reality within you, and therefore can be a reality through the whole world. It starts with each of us, and we're doing it here together now, so thank you for that. Just keep swaying and feeling your grace and your beauty. Be with your magic. And come resting. And bring yourself onto your knees. And hands are on the thighs. And I want you to just gently bow to yourself. We're just going to bow to our truth, up and down, gently. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And we often see bowing in our culture as a sign of submission or passive movement. And it can be, but the essence of bowing is taking a moment to put our hearts above our heads and to consider the infinite wisdom of the heart as greater than the sometimes frantic ego messages of the mind. So this gesture is really about bowing to the grace and the wisdom of the heart and giving it a moment to be moved physically over the head and above thought. Inhaling and exhaling gently with your bow. And come resting with the eyes closed. Now you can come back to sitting in easy pose. And we're going to put our hands into Venus lock, which is basically interlacing the fingers. For men, the right thumb is over the left. For women, left thumb over right. We're just going to gently put our hands behind our heads, behind our neck. And in this, we're just going to breathe gently, inviting this golden light that we were tracing through our dance, inviting it into our bodies, from the tops of our crown, through our third eye point, into our nose, our mouth, our throat chakra. Feel it beaming into your heart. Expanding your breath and expanding the light as you breathe. Down into your belly, sacrum, into your sex organs, filling them with light, down into your root chakra, anus, rectum, perineum, into your thighs, radiant golden light, through your legs, into your calves, ankles, feet and toes. Feel this golden light, completely embody it. Allow each inhale to expand it and each exhale to project it into the world, into your environment around you, filling the room, filling your home, filling your neighborhood, filling your town or city, expanding to your state, province, expanding to your country, keep expanding to the world. Inhale and exhale, come relaxing the hands to the knees, feeling your radiance, peace, freedom. You are safe. I hope if you or your loved ones are feeling any anger or fear, if you're coming home from protests, if you're watching a lot of social media, that you'll find time to turn that off and maybe even take a permanent break for a while, and to bring others into this practice, show them this video, or teach them yourself this beautiful Kriya, to be free of these feelings and to find inner peace and to spread it. And if you like this video, please do show your love below and leave any comments you might have and subscribe. You can find me at That Tantra Life. I'm Stefanie Marco. And thank you for joining us here on WGC. We'll see you next time. Sat Nam. May truth be your identity. Sat Nam.